All right, everyone. So here is the interview that a lot of my subscribers have probably been waiting for a long time. I can't really do it in selfie mode because of lighting and my cameras are small and cheap, so sue me. But I'm going to flip it around here and I'm going to interview none other than my awesome grandparents on my dad's side. All right, so everyone, say hey to Poppy and Mims.
Hi.
All righty, so
Poppy and she's a bitch.
that's right, absolutely. Good for, hey, it's 2022. Sometimes we got to make those distinctions.
It's amazing he still remembers his role.
That's right. So, tell me a little bit about yourselves. So, what's interesting about you?
I had a very dull life, you know. I was very introverted, and she brought me out.
So, wait a minute. But it was a dull life until your son decided to do something very spectacular. So, let's cover that one. So, how do y'all feel about what my dad did? What was your initial reaction when he come home and told you that he was going to do this?
Well, when he told us, it was quite a unique thing. But being the person he is, and has always been, I expected nothing less.
He's always done a lot of unique things, off the wall things. Some people said, "You think's outside the box." He said, "What box? They have a box around here?" He didn't know there was a box.
So he told us about this leaflet he had received in his mailbox at LSU Medical School, and he decided to participate in this study. So they said, "Wow, you got a lot of little swimmers there.
Yep.
You'd make a good candidate for our research." So he said, "Fine, that sounds like a plan." So then he told us what he had done. And at the time, there was no such thing as DNA, and these people would have to sign documents swearing to secrecy. So he said, "Fine, okay." So I used to joke with him, and I'd say, "One day we're going to have a knock on the door, and all of a sudden I'm going to look outside, and I'm going to see 25 kids, and they're going to say, 'Grandma!' And we would joke about it. So then we found out it wasn't a joke so much after DNA came into vogue. So, Poppy?
And some of our granddaughters, you know, my daughter has one, and my son has two granddaughters. And they said, you know, we're going to have to ask, "Do you know who your daddy is?" before we start dating him.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yes.
I'm not sure if I might be paraphrasing, but I know Dad once told me if she's a brunette with a long nose, if she's born after '89, just don't roll those dice. I live by those words. And then, of course, he put it in my head. He said, "But don't worry, Zach, just to know, I've been getting down since 1974, 75, so there's no telling how many of y'all there really are. So what can I say? I don't know.
That's right.
We'll go from there."
I think this is a very wonderful thing, and I think y'all are making light of it. And it has been a great pleasure to meet as many as we have of his children. And they are our grandchildren, and we like to be included in their reunions. They're a lot of fun. And then Poppy and I discuss how much similarities we see in them, in our grandchildren who have been in our lives since birth, and how much they look like his side of the family, my side of the family, and it's been a real trip. It's been fun.
And we've noticed a lot of traits that you all have, the ones that we've met. They have a lot of similar traits of John and his brother and his sister. I mean, it's very amazing. It shows that genetics plays a part, you know, in your life.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it really
Well, that's
does.
awesome. Any other last words before I tell the viewers goodbye?
No, and now they're starting to bring us great-grandchildren. I don't know where this can take us, because when I tell my friends I have 30 grandchildren, they don't believe me, because they know I only have 3 children.
Yeah.
The story continues.
That's
Story
right.
continues.
Well, thank you all for your time and everything. Thank you all for being amazing grandparents, and we will holler at you soon.
We're glad to be great.
Bye.
good
Awesome.
parents, grandparents.